You don't make a dime until the property is sold. So if you can use seller financing, that's going to change the whole ballgame.
Hey everybody, we are here with Ted Thomas, the Tax Lien Certificate and Tax Deed Authority. And today, Ted's going to be helping share the pros and cons of seller financing. Now, Ted, first of all, what is seller financing and how does it work?
Well, let's start out. This will be pretty brief, but I'll give you some ideas about this seller financing, but it can change the way you do deals if you'll allow yourself to do some seller financing and take installment sales. So the benefit is not just to you, the seller, but it certainly is to the buyer also. But buyers are looking for seller financing. Now, here's what it is. It's relatively simple. A seller decides they don't have to have 100%. All right, by that I mean they're going to sell the property for 100%, whatever the dollars are. All right, that's how everybody would like to sell. However, all property won't sell that way. I can tell you right now, used and abused property will sell better if you'll use installment sales. How do I know that? Because I've been practicing that for about 30 years. All right, so that simply means that I'm willing to accept payments. I might raise my price. I might make money on the interest as a result of doing that. So I'm actually going to make more money if I use installment sales. So creative financing opens up a whole new world of buyers. Okay, what am I talking about these buyers? Well, we'll get into that. We're talking about people that have a tough time with a FICO score, people that have bad credit, whatever. We're going to talk a little bit about them because institutional loans are very restrictive, okay? Now, everybody likes the banks because they can get money, okay? But what happens when you can't get money? So I'm going to cover a little bit that now. So for the sake of those that are just being introduced to seller financing, I'm going to tell you right now, it works like this. The seller, for a number of reasons, is willing to take payments and accept that instead of a lump sum.
Well, let's start with the pros, Ted. What are the pros of seller financing for sellers?
Well, number one, what the seller is looking for is it's a low-cost deal to go ahead and sell it. By that I mean it's easy to approve. So someone comes in to see you, they don't have to go to a bank, okay? They don't have to get an approval. They don't have to get an appraisal. They don't have to do a home inspection. All you have to do is say, all right, show me your records that you have a good job, you have the ability to pay. And then you can decide you can be the banker. So now you're a creative seller using creative financing, which is installment sales. All right, so no closing costs to worry about, okay? No appraisal to worry about, flexible payments. You can make the payments out for 30 years, or you could do the payments in 5 years. I could go on and on. This could be a seminar just in itself, but you're getting the idea. By being a seller and using seller financing, you have a ton of flexibility.
And can you share with everybody the cons of seller financing for sellers?
Oh boy, nobody likes to know about the cons, okay? All right, here's the big challenge with seller finance. It's one big one. And the big one is this. You're concerned with the people make their payments. So if your buyer doesn't make the payment, now you're going to have a problem because you're not going to be collecting money, all right? So there's always risk in every transaction. If the seller doesn't make the installment payment, you're concerned. All right, what are you going to do about that? We solved that problem. We've solved it. Now, how do we solve it? We don't sell the property using a mortgage. We don't sell the property using a trust deed loan. Neither of those loans, because those loans require a long process of foreclosure. We sell the process using a contract for sale. It's a simple contract, and it simply says, we're selling to you. You must make the payments, pay the taxes. You must do it all on time. If you do all that, you just keep making the payments. If you stop, we're just going to take the property back. And it's like a rental agreement. If they don't make the payment, then you just evict them. So installment payments on a land contract or a contract for sale are the way to go.
Are there certain types of properties at a tax deed auction that are best suited for seller financing?
Well, we're in the tax deed and lien business. In the tax of all the business, I can tell you right now, these properties all need to be cleaned up somehow. Don't buy any junkers. Just buy properties that are good properties that need minor repairs and fix up. There's a ton of people that know how to work with their hands. When they know how to work with their hands, they're willing to put in some sweat equity. In other words, if you'll give them a deal and make an installment sale, they'll be willing to buy your property. Well, you can sell very quickly if you can do that. So these are people that willing to make these kind of repairs. So you want to buy properties that you can sell to people that are willing to fix it up. Now there's renovators, there's people that flip properties, there's people that specialize in buying fix up properties. There's all those people that are out there to buy these properties, and add to that the people that can't get bank financing. All right, now it's a big problem. If you can't get bank financing, you're going to get rejected. Now none of us like to be rejected. When you're rejected, you're kind of down. But if someone comes along and says, well, you're not rejected by me, you can get seller financing from me. However, you have to qualify. What's the qualification? Well, if they're not working, you wouldn't sell them a property anyway. But if they can prove they've got a good job and they can make the payments to you, well, then you're okay. It's a big risk that people don't want to take. They don't want to finance people. Why? Because they're afraid they're not going to get paid. So we answered that. We solved that with a contract of sale.
Well, how can sellers eliminate any risk that seller financing might bring?
Well, you're never going to eliminate risk. You're always going to have risk. So education is important. All right, so now what's education? Well, first of all, you could go back to school. Better than that, you could get a coach that's done this before. So what I do is I can hire people. Certainly you could hire attorneys, you could hire other professionals, you could hire people to look at the property. I'm going to hire a coach that's done it before. In other words, I'm going to hire someone that has the experience of buying a tax defaulted property and reselling it. All right, if they've gone through that whole chain of events, they know that they have sold a property this way. How are you going to eliminate risk? You're going to eliminate risk by having knowledge and interviewing those people to make sure they're going to pay you. Will they all pay you as they said? No, but then you're going to take the property back and you're going to sell it again. Anybody can do this if they get educated, and getting educated, get it from experienced people, not from someone that's wrote the book on it. Folks, you're not going to be able to do this business by reading a book. It's not going to happen. You're going to need to talk to people that have actually gone out there and done it. So when you want to make decisions, don't guess. Find experienced people that have already done it. I do it with coaches because I know they can guide me because they've done the same process. All I have to do is follow in their footsteps.
So Ted, this seller financing, is it suitable for every seller?
Seller financing isn't for everybody. Some people, they're going to buy at the auction. They're happy to do that. They're going to buy it low and then they're going to try to get maximum price. Well, they're probably going to have to fix it up and all that. I'm not negative on fixing it up, but the challenge is that takes time. You're going to have to paint it, clean it, do whatever you're going to do. If I can buy it and then sell it to a fixer-upper person, so I buy it and sell it low, all right? So that system works for me, but some people, they're not going to even dream about doing anything with seller financing because they want all their money now because they need the money just to survive. You seller financing are people can wait a little while, get more money and get payments and make more money on the deal than they do if they get a lump sum.
Hey, if you're watching this and there's a question that you think I forgot to ask Ted, just leave it in the comments section below. His team is always monitoring that section and you will get an answer. And please take a moment to like the video and maybe even subscribe to Ted's channel. Hey, one last thing, Ted, you have a PDF that you can offer people, isn't that right?
Yeah, I should do. I have a PDF where people can learn about tax defaulted property, where they are and how many, okay? So I have numerous of those that will send people if they go below me where they first find out how to, number one, find properties online and offline, all right? The easiest way to do it is online, okay? And how many states actually do that. And then I have a PDF that will give them access to every county in the United States. You just have to go below me and they'll find a description of that.
Go right in the link in the description below, folks. Get that and take advantage of Ted's free gift to you. Thanks for watching.